Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, so let's go. The eighth day of the ninth special session of the 21st Congress will now come to order. May we all bow our heads for a moment of silent prayer. Okay, Chief Clerk, roll call.
Senator Aritos,
Yes.
Senator Christian, Senator Figuer,
Yes.
Senator Collant,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper,
Amen.
Senator Gunman, Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Net, Senator Palag,
Yes.
Senator Berman,
Amen.
Senator Romolo, Senator Orosamal,
Amen.
Senator Wali,
Yes.
Speaker Semina.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 12 members are present.
We do have a quorum to transact business today. So next item, reading of the journal for Leader Arbor.
Thank you, Speaker, and good morning to you again, all honorable members, staff, and all those who are observing our session by whatever means, wherever they may be. I move that we dispense with the reading of the journal.
Okay.
It has been moved and seconded that we dispense with the reading of the journal. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. We now dispense with the reading of the journal. Next item, Chief Clerk. Next item, Chief Clerk.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker. The next item is item 5, Presidential Communications. We are in receipt of one, and it's numbered 11-453.
Signed that, Chief Clerk. Okay. Next item.
Item 6, FSM Supreme Court Communications. None, Mr. Speaker.
Continue.
Item 7, Member Communications. None also, Mr. Speaker. Item 8, Departmental Communications. None, Mr. Speaker. Item 9, Agency or Governmental Authority Communications. None also. Next item is item 10, State Communications. None, Mr. Speaker. Next item is item 11, State Supreme Court Communications. None also, Mr. Speaker. The next item is item 12, Municipal or Town Communications. None. Item 13, Foreign Government Communications. None also, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, we're on our order of the day. Item 14, do we have any standing committee reports, Chief Clerk?
For item 14, as of now, we do not have any standing committee reports, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, next item.
Item 15, Special Committee Reports. None also, Mr. Speaker.
And next.
The next item is item 16, for assignment of measures and communications. Kindly see referral sheet number 21-119.
Okay, Chairman and members, review that for your planning purposes. Next item.
Item 17, unfinished business. None also, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, item 18, bill calendar. First bill, Chief Clerk.
For item 18, Bill Galanter, the first bill is CB number 21-146, CD1 for second and final reading. CB number 21-146, CD1 is a bill for an act to amend section 601 of Title I of the Code of the Federated States of Micronesia annotated as amended to establish President's Day on November 23rd on the birthday of the nation's first president, Toshio Nakayama, as a national holiday and for other purposes.
Okay, short recess, subject to call of the chair. Vice Chairman, who's Vice Chairman of GAMCO? I'll just ask for leader to make a motion for passage. Huh?
I think you got to.
Congress
Okay.
is back in session. Vice Chairman Christian,
I'll
motion for passage.
On the assumption that I am the vice chairman of the committee, I venture
are.
a motion to move that we pass this bill on second reading.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CP number 21-146 CD1. Any discussion? Any discussion?
So, Speaker, short recess.
Short recess subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. We're discussing CP 21-146 CD1. Any further discussion? If none.
Mr.
there's
Speaker.
no-
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Senator Christian.
Yes, thank you very much. I rise on the point of privilege before you call for a vote.
Okay.
To say that there have been many presidents since our first president, Joshua Nakayama. But as one of those who had sat in his seat as his successor, I'd like to say this, that no other president will ever measure up to Joshua Nakayama as the father of the nation. All of us after him simply carry on work that he had started. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Senator Christian, for the statements. Very important. Yes, Chairman Ursula.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Point of
Mr.
privilege. State your
Yeah.
point.
Yes, I very much wish to up in full the statement that was just made by President Christian. As one of those like him, I try to measure up to the first president. And I even told him that the reason I resisted being president was because of him. He put a yardstick that was very difficult, or shoes that were very difficult to walk into. And he laughed and said, no, you can make it, so I agree 100% with the statement by President Christian, and I thank him for speaking on our behalf. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Chairman Rusumo. Any, if no
Speaker.
further privilege?
Privilege.
Yes, state your point. Floor leader, is that you?
Yeah, I want to rise on a point of privilege to extend my congratulations to those two former presidents for their being so humble, as shown by their statement which they just delivered. And I thank them. I thank both of them for their humble statement. Thank you.
Thank you, Floor Leader Harper, for your point. Okay, if there's no further point of privilege, we will now vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Burke.
For the state of Chug, Chairman Aritos.
Yes.
State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman.
On behalf of the Pohnpei delegation, yes.
State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusamal.
I would yield the floor to Chairman Figuer.
Chairman Figuer.
Chairman Figuer.
Of course, we have the two.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for.
Okay, for that reason, CP number 21-146 CD1 has passed Congress on second and final reading. It is an historic vote on the same day, November 23, 2020. And that's for the record. Okay, LC, our legal staff, make sure that the corrections are duly made on encroaching. Okay, next bill, Chief Burke.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The next bill is CB number 21-320, CD1 for second and final reading. CB number 21-320, CD1 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 20-125 as amended by Public Laws numbers 20-135, 20-146, 20-157, 20-179, 20-189, 21-06, 21-40, 21-59, 21-89, 21-96, 21-141, and 21-155 by amending sections 3 and 4 thereof to change the use of certain funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of the states of Koshai and Pohnpei and for other purposes.
Chairman Figuer.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that
Figuer.
Congress pass on second and final reading, CP number 21-320. Chairman Perman, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you very much, Speaker. I wanted to ask Chairman Figuer if we could defer action on the said bill. I've actually looked at my amendment and need to be corrected. It's a very lengthy one, and I will be working with Jackson. So I move that we defer action on the said bill to tomorrow's session.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that CP number 21-320 CD1 be deferred to tomorrow's session. Those in favor of that motion say aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. That bill has been deferred to tomorrow's session. Okay. Next bill. Chief Clerk.
The next bill under the bill calendar is CB number 21-339 for second and final reading. CB number 21-339 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 19-124 as amended by Public Laws numbers 19-133, 19-140, 19-150, 20-05, 20-15, 20-33, 20-48, 20-63, 20-71, 20-156, 20-175, 21-22, 21-52, 21-146, and 21-195 by amending Section 4 thereof to change the use of certain funds previously appropriated therein to fund priority infrastructure projects and other programs in the state of Pohnpei and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CP number 21-339. Discussion. Any discussion on the bill? If none, there is no objection. Discussion is closed. Let's vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk.
For the state of Chuk, Chairman Aritos.
Yes.
For the state of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman.
Amen.
State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Uruzamal.
Amen.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for.
For that reason, CP number 21-339 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
The next bill under the bill calendar is CB number 21-341 for second and final reading. CB number 21-341 is a bill for an act to to amend sections 1, 3, 8, and 9 of Public Law number 21-185 to appropriate $665,000 of additional funds from the general fund of the Federated States of Micronesia for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2021, to provide funding for the Federated States of Micronesia's membership fees and activities in Interpol, and to fund the COM-FSM Endowment Fund and for other purposes.
Short recess, please.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. let's go back. Conference is back in session. We're discussing CP number 21-341. Pro Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a written amendment which I believe has been duplicated and distributed to all honorable members. And if I may not be out of order, I move for its adoption.
Any
Second.
Has been moved and seconded that the offered floor amendment by Pro Leader Harper to CP 21-341 be adopted. Any motion
Speaker.
to Land, we will dispense with its reading. And motion to suspend.
Yeah, Speaker, I move to suspend the rule that prohibit substantive amendment on second reading.
Any second? Any second?
Second.
Has been moved and seconded that the relevant rules, specifically the rules prohibiting substantive amendments on second and final reading, be suspended. Those in favor say aye. Opposed,
Aye.
nay. Motion carried. The relevant rules are now suspended at this point. So discussion on the offered floor amendment. Any
Speaker.
discussion? Yes,
Speaker.
Vice Chairman Palik.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. On the said amendment, proposed amendment, at the bottom on the purpose, it says to provide an additional 100,000 subsidy for Carolina Air. This is in addition to what? Is this the first subsidy or is there a previous subsidy provided to Carolina Air?
Pro Leader Harper. Is this the
Thank
or,
you, Mr. Speaker. I don't know whether I can adequately respond to Palik's question, but I think we all understand that Congress have been, appropriating money for CIA previously, but this particular 100,000 is for the operation of, maybe the office, especially for the new plane, the what do you call that, Y-12, which has already started servicing as of November 26.
Okay, so it's a continuation of our ongoing subsidy to this important airline for our nation. Okay, any further discussion on the offered amendment? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote. Those in favor of the offered floor amendment by Floor Leader Harper to CP 21-341, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
Aye.
nay. Motion carried. We now have a CD1. Okay,
Figure.
Chairman Figure.
I move to defer the bill to tomorrow's bill calendar.
Second.
That's been moved and seconded that CP 21-341 CD1 be deferred to tomorrow's bill calendar. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. CP number 21-341 CD1 is deferred to tomorrow's bill calendar. Next bill deferred.
The next bill is CB number 21-342 for second and final reading. CB number 21-342 is a bill for an act to amend public law number 21-201 by amending sections 4, 5, and 6 thereof for the purpose of changing the use and allotment of funds previously appropriated to fund priority infrastructure projects and other public projects and social programs for the people of Pohnpei and Chuk states and for other purposes.
Okay, sure is subject to call of the chair.
Speaker,
Okay.
let's
Chairman Freeman, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Speaker. I so move we defer action on the Bill 21-342 to tomorrow's session. So move.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that CP 21-342 be deferred to tomorrow's session. Those in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. CP number 21-342 is deferred to tomorrow's bill calendar. Okay, next bill, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, the next bill is CB number 21-343 for second and final reading. CB number 21-343 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 21-80 as amended by Public Laws numbers 21-99, 21-110, 21-143, 21-181, and 21-188 by amending Section 3 thereof to change the use of certain funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of Koshai State and for other purposes.
Second.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CP number 21-343. Discussion. Any discussion?
Question.
Questions being called for. If there's no objection, discussion is closed. So we will vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk.
For the State of Chuk, Chairman Aritos.
Yes.
State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Kasai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusmal.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for.
CP number 21-343 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill, Chief Clerk.
There are no more bills, Mr. Speaker.
Speaker.
Yes, Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Speaker. I have a bill that I wish to withdraw from your Committee on Ways and Means and put on the bill calendar for action.
Proceed.
Move to place Congress Bill number 21-263 on the bill calendar for action.
Okay, any second? Any second? Short recess subject to call of the chair.
Second.
How come nobody wants to second?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back. Congress is back in
Let's go
session. Any second? Any second to the motion?
Second.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded that CP number 21-263 be withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. Those in favor of that motion say aye. Opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. CP number 21-263 is withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. Okay,
Speaker.
Point of
Chairman.
information, Speaker.
state your point. Floor Leader Harp.
I want to ask as to the title of the bill because I stepped out for a while and I didn't know what's going on.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Okay, so let's go back. Congress is back in session. We have CP number 21-263. That's the bill. Read the title, Jipper.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, CB number 21-263 is a bill for first reading. CB number 21-263 is a bill for an act to further amend Section 609A of Title 55 of the Code of the Federated States of Micronesia, annotated as amended by Public Laws numbers 211-104 and 211-120, in order to allow for other businesses not previously covered by Public Law number 211-120 impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic to also receive tourism, medication, financial assistance from the national government and for other purposes.
Okay, there you have it, Chairman Figure.
I move to defer action on the bill to tomorrow's first reading bill calendar.
Second.
Has
Again,
been moved and seconded that CP 21-263 be deferred to tomorrow's bill calendar. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Motion
Aye.
carried. CP number 21-263 is deferred to tomorrow's bill calendar. Next bill deferred.
There are no more bills, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, Chairman Perman, you have the floor.
Motion to stand in
Second.
recess till 10 a.m. tomorrow. Speaker time.
second,
It has been moved and seconded that Congress stand in recess until tomorrow at 10 in the morning, Juke time. Those in favor of that motion say aye.
aye.
Nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. Congress now stands in recess until tomorrow at 10 in the morning, Juke time.